Hello, boys and girls. It's Mr. Fountain with another lesson. Today, our lesson is for kindergarten, first grade, and second grade. Today, boys and girls, you know Mr. Fountain loves to tell you stories. So I have a story for you today. The name of the story today is Romper, Stomper, and Boo. Oh my, can you say it with me? Romper, Stomper, and Boo. Romper, Stomper, and Boo, they're three elephants, and they lived in the jungle, and they were the best of friends. So I want to share what happened to Romper, Stomper, and Boo. I'm going to need your help on some things, though. Okay? There are going to be some birds in the story, and the birds are, when it comes time for the birds to say what they're supposed to say, they're going to say, what could be the problem? What could be the problem? What could be the problem? And when they say that, they're going to flap their wings like that. So that when I get to that part and I say, what could be the problem? You're going to flap your wings just like that. Got it? Good. And then there's going to be some monkeys in here. And the monkey's going to say, terrible, terrible. Now look at my face. Now, I'm not doing that. When they say it's sad, they bring that face down and they get it like that and they go, terrible, terrible. Terrible, terrible. Terrible, terrible. Can you do it? I know you can. You're going to help me tell this wonderful story. All right, here we go. Romper, Stomper, and Boo. Okay, here we go. Okay, once upon a time, there were three elephants who were the best of friends. Their names were what? Romper, Stomper, and Boo. That's right. They each got their names by the way that they traveled their path in the forest. Yes, Romper was always in such a hurry. Stomper was not in such a big hurry, but he made so much noise going through the forest. Boo, who was an unusual elephant, Boo would walk down the path with a slow, quiet, careful step, not even cracking a twig. And before you knew it, he was right there upon you. He would say, boop. Right, he would be right there on you. And you just didn't know he was coming. But one day, the three elephants were talking and they were up under their favorite tree. When all of a sudden they heard a big commotion in the trees. The birds squawked. Uh-oh, here come the birds. And what were they saying? What could be the problem? What could be the problem? What could be the problem? And then when the monkeys heard that, they said, terrible, terrible. Terrible, terrible. Terrible, terrible. So when they heard that, the problem was that trappers had come from the city to catch animals that they wanted to take to the zoo. And this time, they wanted to take elephants to the zoo. So, what were they going to do? The three elephants decided, this is what we're going to do. Romper, who was the oldest, so he set out to scare the trappers away. But he made such a loud noise, romping as he hurried down the path, that the trappers heard the sound a mile away. They had a net all ready for Romper, and when Romper came through, whoop, they got Romper, and he was gone, and they took him and put him in a cage. So when Romper didn't come back, there was an awful commotion in the trees. Yeah, them birds, what did they say? What could be the problem? What could be the problem? What could be the problem? Oh, you do that good. Very good. What could be the problem? That's what they said. Good. All right. And then what did the monkeys say? Terrible, terrible. Terrible, terrible. Terrible, terrible. Well, so Stomper and Boo decided what to do. Stomper was the next oldest, so she set out to scare the trappers away. But she made so much noise, stomp, stomp, stomping down the path that the trappers heard her coming 2 miles away. They already had a net and a trap set for Stomper and a cage. When Stomper didn't come back, there was an awful commotion in the trees. Can you help me? Ready to go. What could be the problem? What could be the problem? What could be the problem? I like doing that too. All right. And then what did the monkey say? Terrible, terrible. Terrible, terrible. Terrible, terrible. Well, little Boo was the only one left. He was the youngest and definitely not the bravest. But his friends were in trouble. And the 3 elephants, he was in trouble. His friends were in trouble. So Boo set off down the jungle in his quiet, usual way. He tipped down there, tippity tip, tippity tip. And when he got to the camp where the trappers were having their afternoon nap and they were asleep. He eased into the camp and unlocked the cages of Romper and Stomper, and they all eased out of the camp, slowly, carefully, quietly, until they were safely under their favorite tree. When the trappers awakened, the cages were empty. They cried, "How did those elephants get away? We did not hear a sound. They are much too clever for us." So the trappers quickly folded and loaded up their stuff, and they left the jungle, never to return. Well, the birds began to sing. They didn't sing what could be the problem. This time they said, "The trappers are gone. The trappers are gone. The trappers are gone." Sing it with me. The trappers are gone. The trappers are gone. The trappers are gone. And then the monkeys, they joined in, and what did they say? They said, wonderful, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Wow. And so after the birds did their thing and the monkeys did that thing, Boo was a hero for that day. The end. Now, wasn't that a wonderful story? I liked it too. It's one of my favorites. I hope you enjoyed it, kindergartners, first graders, and second graders. This is Mr. Fountain. I'll see you next time. Holla!